You all know that by-elections are being held in various parts of this country as we speak today. And today it is actually going to be the voting day for all those by-elections. On this particular video, I want to take you through on some of the things that have unfolded in various parts of this country in relation to the by-elections. But before I do so, let me first kindly ask you to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give these Mukwa times. Let me dive into the topic today. You remember yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua raised some fundamental issues in relation to the management of the elections, where he accused the IEBC of allowing non-uniformed police officers to meddle into the affairs of the voting process, where they alleged that these non-uniformed police officers were going to engage in election malpractices.
For the first time since the electoral history of Kenya, IEBC has confirmed that they will be using uniformed officers and plainclothes officers. Those plainclothes officers is a tool for ballot stuffing.
We are yet to receive any confirmation whether these police officers were deployed or whether these police officers indeed practiced in any form of rigging of elections. But there are things that we're able to observe in all these by-elections, and that's what I want to take you through. To start with, JB Muturi, the party leader of the DP party, which fronted the candidate by the name Newton Karish, a main contender within the Beira North by-election, literally came out and went all the way to a polling station where he flashed out one of the UDA agents. He accused him actually of wearing UDA colors, which was a clear indication that probably this person was trying to influence the thinking of the people who are going to vote. They literally kept him out, and at some point they even tried to wrestle him. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who did not see, this is what happened.
The Democratic Party leader and some of the representative of the Democratic Party candidate, Justin Muturi, have just kicked out an agent of
another serious event that occurred, it is that one of Kasipul. I always tell people here that Kasipul is a very serious case. When I realized that Raila Amolo Odinga and the ODM team were going to support this young man by the name Boyd Were, where his father literally was accused of various political violence cases, I knew very well that it's about to go down. And indeed, this is what happened here. Peter Kaluma has been campaigning at Kasipul constituency, and today morning, he faced the wrath, where he was beaten by some goons. Literally, I saw blood oozing out of his head.
The media were here. I went, we greeted one another, and he just told these people to deal with me immediately.
And that was very dangerous. It's also alleged that the gun that belongs to one of his bodyguards was taken away by goons. And indeed, for those who missed what these people had to say, listen to Peter Kaluma.
The bad thing they have done is that on his instructions, they have taken the gun for my security, and it has been handed over to him before he left. So Aroko himself has the gun for my security.
The Homabay elections are very unique. I'm telling you, the Homabay elections are very unique. That's why I was even saying the other time in some other platforms that Gladys Wanga should avoid being emotional. Let them not force the people to do things. This bulldozing, eventually Kenyans will suffer. Now it has caught up with a leader, with a bodyguard who has been beaten literally, blood coming out of his head. That is very shameful. It's good for the people of Homabay now to check on the leaders they are going to elect come 2027, because this kind of violence, people will be hurt. Because as we speak today, we all know that Ongondo Were died, leaving some people missing. There's a lady who literally came out and said her sister was missing, basically because of the political activities at Kasipul that were led by Ongondo Were. Apart from that, there are people right now who are living with deep cuts in their bodies, basically because of the elections. And it was alleged that Ongondo Were was involved in this. Now they have brought his son, and as we speak today, the same violence has continued. Watu wanasemanga kwamba mtoto wa nyoka ni nyoka. Now, the other thing that just happened is that Zaire Janda, a member of parliament for Nyariba Richachi, left Kisii County all the way to Nyamaiya to go and oversee the elections there. We don't know whether he went there as an agent, or he went just as an observer, or a leader from the Gusii region, or maybe a UDA leader. We are yet to know his role at the ground, but vehicles were seen going there probably to go and ensure that the things have been done in relation to the UDA side. I don't know what is your take, but in the comment section, for those who are coming from Nyamaiya, please, you can call me or even text me and let me know what exactly is happening at Nyamaiya ward, where Zaire Janda was heading, among plus many other UDA leaders who also seen headed in the same direction. The other thing that happened is at Nyansiongo, the closest ward to Dr. Kengo Fred Matiang'i's home, where we are told that goons were sent, having bows and arrows, others doubt Achinkoro from a place called South of Migrango, and they allege that probably these were things that were done by, or maybe organized by Silvanus Osoro.
Tumepiwa na wounds that who have stones, who have pangas, who have lungus, who have even mshale, we call it Zinkororo. They have been beaten here thoroughly. If it was not the boys who stand firm, they would have went here to set up the direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, when they reached there, the youths of that region was firm and this Chinkoro had to run away. But they are said to be armed seriously with bows and arrows, and some of them were having pangas, others rungus, and others were throwing stones. They are also said to have been accompanied by some boda people, so probably chaos might erupt at any point, but we want to believe that everyone will be safe and no one will be fought or maybe injured in any way, because these elections will come and go. But Kenyans will remain to live and struggle in these tough times. Please give peace to the people of Nyasiongo. The other thing that just happened is at Magarini. Magarini, they are saying that the member of parliament of South Kilifi literally was flushed out of a polling station by the people, by the locals of that place. They are saying that he was interfering with the voting process.
Toka nje. Ni atoke huyo. Toka nje. Taki damu yangu ipande juu.
So in a nutshell, when he left there, the people were happy. And this flashing means that the people are alert. The people of that region are alert to ensure that at least there's no rigging of elections or there's no any interference by the people in power. Last but not least, we're also having Seth Panyako's case, where he woke up in the morning and said that he was probably almost being killed by people, and he accused people like Stanley Livondo and Rashid Echesa. I also received information that Seth Panyako probably has been arrested just to go and record a statement in relation to the attempts on his life. This is something that he came out and said it publicly.
There was a direct attempt to assassinate me and my wife. And this was led by the police and Stanley Livondo, Nabii Nabwera, Rashid Echesa, and some MCs, Kinakivish and Kevin Mahelo.
We are yet to confirm the progress of these cases, but once we get some of this information in details, we are going to update it here at Mukwa Times. One thing that I want to ask Kenyans from across board, these elections come and go. The competition is always there. But the fact is, we remain as Kenyans and move on with life. I don't think that there's any leader who will be elected here after people have died and then you expect to rule smoothly. Once you are elected and there's bloodshed, people will always associate you with that you won because of bloodshed. Let people stay calm, keep peace, and progress together as Kenyans. Because eventually, we are going to remain brother and sister. We are going to go through the same process of suffering here, where we are having high cost of living, high cost of electricity, high cost of food, high cost of fuel. Like, everything is high. So please, let's keep calm, peace, and love for all Kenyans. Thank you so much for watching my videos. My name is Abel Mokwa. I'll keep you updated on what is happening in these parts of this country.